Welcome to another episode of CyberClan's Employee Spotlight. My name is Dion Symonette. I am the Senior Manager of Client Success and Program Management, dealing with the CERT and MSSP sides of the business. And I wanted to introduce you to my team, part of my team on the MSSP side. We have Vince Guzman, Matt Winger, and Katrina Watts. So I am going to introduce you. I'm going to run through a series of questions and just talk to them a little bit about who they are, why they're here, how they got here, and where they want to go. And we just get to know them a little bit better. Exceptional team doing exceptional work, and I just want everybody to get to know them. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of seniority here. We had Matt and Vincent come in at the same time. So I'm going to start out with Vince because he walked through the door first, virtual door. So we'll start out with Vince. Vince, quick question for you, just to ask you a few things. What is your role at CyberClan and how long have you been here?
Sure. Thank you, Dion. My name is Vince Guzman. I am a client success manager, and I'm going on a little bit over 4 months with CyberClan right now.
Okay. And what about yourself, Matt?
Yep, same client success manager. I've been here about a week less, so 4 months and some change, right? So doing the same job and really enjoying it.
All right, good to hear. Katrina Watts, what about yourself?
Sure. My name is Katrina Watts. It's actually kind of interesting. I'm a technical project manager, but I'm also a client success manager. I think it's just a titling thing, but I've been here for almost 3 months. In a couple days, it'll be 3 months. So, yep.
Okay. Well, how long Vince, I'll go right back to you. How long have you been in the cybersecurity space and what led you to it?
Yeah, for sure. I've been a little bit over 15 years experiencing and just securing network topologies nationwide, and a little under a year directly as a project management role. And what led me to the space is just my technical background in conjunction with just my operational skill set. I felt that it was a perfect bridge to the tech and client facing activities that I would need to just manage. So I felt that it was just a good fit for my skill set, and no more than really growing in a field that is rapidly becoming more and they're gonna have to edit this. Lost that one. They'll figure it out. Go ahead. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. They'll figure out where to cut that one.
Not a problem, Vince. Sounds good. Matt, what about yourself? And I'll repeat the question for you. How long have you been in the cybersecurity space and what led you to it?
Sure. So actually, cybersecurity, I'm fairly new to. Got 23 years on the IT side, in the IT industry. I've been doing project management for about 5 of those years before coming here. And it was during the time that I was interfacing with the security professionals that I decided that it was something I wanted to get more into and learn about. And I was able to sit in on a cybersecurity boot camp about a year or 2 ago, and I was trying to prep for one of the bigger tests. Realized I'm not ready to take that test yet, but learning all the information was very appealing to me, and so getting into the industry was important to me.
Okay, great. And Katrina, yourself?
Sure. So I've been in the cybersecurity industry for about 7 years. What interested me into getting in cybersecurity, I was originally working in the legal field as a litigation analyst, and I was kind of interested in just looking down a career path that had a lot more opportunity. Not saying that there isn't any in the legal field, but really I was trying to marry my background in the legal field with understanding security, but I ended up going down a path that was a little bit different, but in general, just, network security and genuine interest in, the burgeoning field of cybersecurity at the time was my main focus.
Okay, all right. So describe some of the challenges, and I'm gonna start with you, Katrina. Just describe some of the challenges, if any, that you've experienced in cyber in the workforce in general, since you've been in.
Sure. So in cyber, I think the challenges I've experienced is that it's an ever-changing field. Like, the threat landscape, it changes pretty frequently. Some activities might remain the same with actor techniques and things like that, might remain kind of steadily the same, but it's ever growing and burgeoning. So with that being a fact, it's hard to kind of get a grasp on things if you're kind of used to, me personally is just kind of used to maybe like working through processes that maybe stay a little bit stagnant. So that was a challenge, definitely a challenge, but it's a welcome challenge as well, because on the flip side of that, no 2 days are the same. It's always going to be fast paced, always interesting. It's never like a kind of a boring day when it comes to working in the realm of security. So that can be a bit challenging in general. Yeah, I think that's. I mean, there are several other things. I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah, that's definitely something that can be a bit challenging at times, but rewarding at the end of the day.
Okay, good. Vince, I'm going to ask you, what is unique about working at CyberClan?
I think that working remotely can always present its challenges. However, CyberClan has made a pointed effort to ensure kind of like a healthy culture. And so with our online presence and being able to collaborate on a daily, it's one of those things where I feel that it doesn't happen everywhere, and that therefore it being unique to CyberClan.
Okay, good. And Matt, I'm going to ask you, what excites you most about working at CyberClan?
Honestly, every day is a little bit different. There's just a lot to learn every day, and the clients that we support, watching them and help them, as they're trying to improve their security posture. Some of them are coming out of dark areas, and for them to be able to be like, hey, we were in a really bad spot security-wise a month ago, but you helping us through that has really made all the difference. And to hear them say that, it makes you feel pretty good at the end of the day. And then honestly, the team that we have here on this call is just, I think we've kind of grown together and worked well off each other. And so that dynamic is really exciting too, to come to work and know that the team you have is supportive and we're working towards a common goal. So I really do like all those things.
All right. And this question I'll just throw up in the air and anyone can grab it, any one of you. What have you learned working at CyberClan?
I think that the vernacular, right? The terms that I can only speak for myself, but when I got here, I knew some things, I didn't know a lot. And some of these words I heard thrown around, I was like, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. And now, you hear yourself in a call and you go, I just used some words that I never even knew the definition of, and I actually used them correctly in a sentence, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of a pretty cool way to just be growing without even realizing it,
Mm-hmm.
And Vince, yourself?
For myself, I think it's what's proven true to me is that if you can't name it, you can't tame it. And so just having data-driven decisions is mission critical in order for us to kind of just keep everything in front of us and provide a white glove service to the customer. So I'm continuously learning how to essentially just do that better, just really gauge where the clients are and what it will take to get them across the finish line in a expedited yet responsible fashion. And so CyberClan is just continues to just reinforce that for me.
Okay. And yourself, Katrina?
What have I learned? I think that, kind of having a bit less experience working as a project manager, I feel like I've kind of taken just elements of things that I have known and realized their true application in this environment, being that it's a bit fast paced and you're kind of working with different clients, with different levels of, I think, maturity in a sense of their understanding of their environment and what protection is. Some coming out of events that have been most likely catastrophic in concern, like a breach or something that could be concerning based on just their not having knowledge of the realm of how they were attacked or something of that nature. So I've learned kind of working with the teams that we have here, just being able to apply life skills into kind of more structured leadership initiatives or positions. It's definitely very interesting. It's a very dynamic environment. So it's something that I'm basically learning on a daily basis. So it's kind of hard to define concretely, but some things have been definitely absorbed.
Okay. So I'm gonna take it a little bit a notch down, a little bit lighter, and just ask you some questions so everyone out there can get to know you a little bit better. So feel free to jump in again. What do you enjoy doing in your spare time? I'm gonna start off with you, Katrina. Ladies first.
Okay, sure. So I enjoy just being outdoors, honestly. A nice hike or something. The weather's changing, so it's been really nice. A couple weekends ago, I went kayaking for the first time out in Houston, and I had been really interested in doing that for probably since I moved to the area. So just really anything that's like outdoors, just being outside is something I'm really gaining interested in.
Nice. What about yourself, Matt?
So I've got a wife and two pretty big teenage boys. So we're constantly outside, so we don't outgrow the house too fast, I guess, So we're outside fishing and camping and stuff like that. And then I do a lot of fitness stuff like running and stuff like that. And then if I'm by myself, I'm into riding and fixing my motorcycles. So kind of my stuff.
What kind of motorcycles do you have?
Well, I've got 3 Harleys, but 2 are actual like rideable, and 1 is a project that I don't know if I'll ever get done.
That was good to have projects.
Right.
What about yourself, Vincent?
Yeah, like Matt and Katrina, I like being outdoors for sure. Hikes are great. Going kayaking is amazing. Glad you got an opportunity to do that, Katrina. That's pretty cool. I love to longboard. Longboard. I'm up there in age, but yet I still like a little bit of spice of life and putting it on the line sometimes. In these mean streets out here, just to get a good ride in. I love doing that. Running, I love to run as well. And I mean, when I'm indoors, it's either just picking up a book or an article and just finding a way in which to just educate myself. And when I'm done with all of that, it's either binging or casual gaming, man.
Okay. All right.
That's awesome.
Longboarding, huh? That's interesting.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Don't ever call me and tell me you can't come into work because you fell off your board, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I will.
Wear the proper pads. Right. So tell me again then, just a little bit more about yourself. Not just what you enjoy, but what would your colleagues be surprised to learn about you?
Yeah, no, I'll go first. I mean, one of the things that I think is pretty low key is that I was basically played junior league tennis. So I was pretty much ranked in the Bronx.
Oh.
I'm originally from Bronx, New York.
I am surprised.
Yeah, I was ranked in tennis and in doubles, and actually played at the U.S. Open there as well on those courts, which was amazing. And then I also got a chance to be a ball boy. So at one point in my life, I was a ball boy for the U.S. Open. So that was pretty cool. And another one that I'll give you guys for free is I am a certified bartender. It's just my plan C.
Okay, well, we know who to have at happy hour now. So
All trades.
I'll keep them coming.
Katrina, I'm gonna go to you next. Give us a surprise because you started smiling all from the beginning. So I'm waiting for this one.
No, there's nothing. That's what it is. Questions like this, I don't know, man. I'm terrible like with answering questions like this. I don't know.
Dig deep.
I know. I mean, maybe. I mean, I kind of talked about just kind of being outdoors. I'm a pretty adventurous person, so I really like. I'm a pretty nervous person, but at the same time, I'm really adventurous. So, one thing about me is like I'm pretty scared of flying, but I really like to travel. But like, I would be willing to do like a lot of like pretty adventurous things. Like one thing I'm really hoping to do sometimes this summer is do like cage shark swimming or something like that, or potentially like swimming with sharks or something like that. Just extreme adventure, like it sometimes is really exciting and exhilarating. I've been skydiving before. I have never gone bungee jumping, but it's something I've always wanted to do. But just that kind of stuff is exciting to me. So hopefully I can have some more of those adventures.
All right, well, keep us informed. But same thing I'm telling Vince, don't call in. All right.
If I die, just don't call it.
There you go. Safety first. I need you to be there the next day at work. All right.
Make sure you grab that arm so you can tell me.
That's all I need. Matt, what about yourself? What would be surprising?
I thought I had something, and then I heard all this stuff, and I was like, man, I got nothing. No, I guess a couple things. Like, I left my house when I was 17 years old, and I never looked back. Been on my own. Joined the military at that age, and just recently left the military, and here I am. 24 years later, just trying to figure out how normal people act, right? But I guess something interesting is. I once took my motorcycle from Germany across the Netherlands into England, up around the Scottish Highlands and back for a really long trip. And that was probably one of the longest lasting, best memories I've got of trips.
Sounds amazing.
That sounds amazing. Wow. Nice. Okay. Wow. You guys have done some surprising things.
How about you, Dion? Tell us something that we don't know about you.
Well, this is me putting the spotlight on you guys.
Maybe
eventually I'll get my spotlight, but for now, I want everyone to know who you guys are and hear a little bit about you also. What advice would you give to others trying to break into the cybersecurity field?
I was just going to say, I've been trying to see what others are doing, and they're going on LinkedIn, and there are so many people just willing to answer questions and give advice because they see what's going on in the industry and how to move forward. And so if people are running into roadblocks, there are so many sites and people that are willing to lend a hand. So I would say research, and you can definitely find the right way ahead.
Yep. And I would piggyback off of Matt to just say, play to your strengths and find the position which complements you in terms of the skill set that you would bring to the table, right? Because the goal would be, outside of finding your dream job or your dream career position and getting in there and moving forward, it's also about hitting the ground running. And so if you play to your strengths, then that puts you in a position to just be a value add to the organization from the onset. So play to your strengths.
I would say just definitely don't give up. It kind of plays along with Matt and Vince are saying, but just don't give up and remain steadfast. Like, there are so many opportunities in the realm of cybersecurity. I know a lot of times it might seem a little daunting, but there are so many different roles. Like, there's so many different roles. Those things are, because the career field is still, in my opinion, still being defined because it's so ever changing. There are different roles and opportunities that are opening up as the industry determines that there's a need for this specified talent to become like its own separate role. So, understand that you could potentially be an influencer for this field with whatever, unique skill set that you might have. And like, to Vince's point, play to your strengths. There's so many different skill sets and characteristics that are really relevant in this industry. It's not very deterministic. It's not a one-for-one, okay, you do this, you do that. There's so much opportunity here. And I know it's hard sometimes to find and kind of figure that out. But as Matt said, there are a lot of resources that exist. Don't be afraid to send somebody a LinkedIn message, or connect with somebody in some realm somewhere else, attend an event, get a panelist's contact information, contact them directly. This is the most, I guess, encouraging field, I've really been working in. The information that you can find at your fingertips for this particular field is really endless. There's so much opportunity for you to learn another skill set, and a lot of times, for free. And a lot of other fields don't have that ability and that availability to do something like that. So just, if you're not finding something, just use that as an opportunity to continue to grow yourself and grow your skill set and keep trying.
Nice. Okay. Well, all of you all have given some really good answers to some really difficult questions or probing questions as I find out a little bit more about you and let everybody learn a little bit about who you guys are. I'm gonna, last question on the way out. This is one of my favorite questions, is what are the top 3 tracks on a soundtrack of your life? I'll start with Vince.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get started. So I think and this is kind of funny, but not funny. One of the songs that I kind of hinge myself to in times in which I just need like a picker upper is it's a song called "Powerful" by Jussie Smollett. I don't know if folks know who that is, but he's an interesting individual. So "Powerful," it's a song with him and Alicia Keys, and it's really nice. The second would be "Who the Cat Fits" by Bob Marley, and I that one's fitting to all situations of life and characters that you come across, and how to compartmentalize them in a sense. And then "To Live Life Glorious" like Macklemore. So those are like my 3 favorite pick-me-upper songs.
All right, I did not know Jeffrey Smollett had a song. Alicia Keys. I'm gonna have to listen to that one. The other 2 I know. All right, Katrina, what about yourself?
Okay, so on that Bob Marley tip, I was thinking about the 3 Little Birds. It's just like a, kind of in work often, you get a little kind of bent out of shape about things, and it's just like, just remember to relax. Everything's gonna be all right. Kind of keep you grounded, keep you centered. And in life too, so that's something that I definitely a mantra I try to live by. And one of the other songs is, I love this Nicki Minaj song, "I'm the Best." It's definitely a very motivational song. Like anytime you might be feeling down, just listen to something like that. The tempo is up tempo, and it's just like, kind of one of those rags to riches kind of songs that kind of keeps you pumped in that way. So I really do like that song. And then just something just for overall fun and happiness is that Justin Timberlake song. I can't remember what it's called, but it's I think it's "I Can't Stop the Feeling," the one from the Trolls movie. I think I watched it too much with my niece. She's 2, and so she loves that. That's it. It gets you going.
Sure, it was your niece. It's okay if you watched it without.
I still listen to it, and I call her anytime I'm here. I listen to it like, "TT's listening to your song." It's like not even her song anymore. It's my song.
Good. I didn't know. What about yourself, Matt?
Well, I had their entire answers to think about it, right? And I'm really at a loss on this one, but I can imagine that the 80s was all hair metal for me, and the 90s was all that grunge, and then now I've kind of gotten into like some classic rock stuff that I listen to chill out. So I don't know, but I could find something in there, but I'm not going to be too specific.
Just give me 3, Matt. Just give me 3 that stand out for you.
You're gonna have to edit like a 20-minute silence out of this thing.
I was thinking some easy rider on the road, just driving, taking some trips.
No, so Guns N' Roses was always my favorite when I was a little kid, you know, so anything out of their collection, you know, was good.
November Rain.
Don't Cry is probably up there, you know.
Okay.
And then I don't know, Alice in Chains is a big thing for me. So probably one of their songs like Nutshell or something along those lines, Rooster.
Okay, nice.
And then I don't know. Lately, you know, I can never go wrong with any Metallica. So pick one out of there, right?
Okay, all right, okay, good. All right, looks like I got some of these written down. I'm gonna go ahead and try look some up and then listen to a few of y'all's playlists and see how motivated I get.
There you go. There you go.
Well, thank you guys for coming on, guys and gals. Thank you for coming on and taking this time to let me put the spotlight on you and show a little bit of everybody, a little bit of the flavor that's over here on the MSSP side and how we do things and the inspiration that you all are to me and the rest of the company and over here at CyberClan and enjoying the work that you all do. I want to tell you it's much appreciated. You all are doing an excellent job and thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.